live. We are
We
live
live.
on YouTube. And we said we were going to go live, and no one's in here right now, and that's fine. We just, consistency matters.
Yeah.
This is us being consistent. Yeah. So I'm going to let these two brothers take over for now. I'm a little tired.
Wake up, nigga.
I can't. I'm too tired. Y'all got it, man. Get y'all practice in for when I step away from the show, man. You know.
So let's start it like this. Is this your first time seeing it live? You don't even know who we are, so let's introduce ourselves. My name is G Fly. What up though, my baby?
It's
And
your man, HM Hersham Bawu. What up, though? What up, though?
And I'm just some random guy that's here hosting the show.
That just woke up. He's the guy on the couch.
otherwise
Look,
known
man,
as
I'm in my
one
gaming
seven.
chair, man. I'm 1-7. I'm just here, and I'm not at my best. I'm not at 100% right now. So kick rocks.
What's going on? What's new? How your week going?
It'll be better a week from now.
week. Oh yeah,
Not
it'll
even
be
just a
real
week
good.
from now. In a couple
A
days.
couple
Shit,
days.
fuck. I'll be fine in a couple days. Like
Yes,
damn.
sir.
Anyway, um. So look on this. Why am I talking? I said y'all gonna take over. Y'all got it. Shit. I'm
How your
kicking
week
in the
going,
dumb brakes,
Fleazy?
man.
I'm going good. You know what I mean? Birthday was yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Thank you. If anybody that wish me happy birthday on Facebook or whatever,
Yeah.
if you seeing this, thank you. If you sent anything, thank you. You know what
hmm
I'm saying? Um,
Another
man,
trip around the sun.
yeah, man, I'm blessed always.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be blessed, bro.
Yeah.
Still get up, still breathing. Not a whole bunch of unnecessary mess going on. It's better,
Chaos and
right? Right. Health is good. You know,
Yeah,
So
that's
how do
good.
we see if somebody in here? They'll pop up at the bottom.
You said what?
How do we know if somebody's in the chat? They'll pop up in the bottom or something.
Um, is there a YouTube icon at the top of y'all screen?
I don't see one.
Yeah, cause it's showing on mine. No one's in here right now, but
Okay. I
um,
just opened the chat. I don't see nobody. So
oh yeah,
I guess you could do it that way too.
yeah, you can. Um, so but anyway, even if like I say, we'll just operate as if it's just that. So, but anyway, what else
so
y'all
we
got, man?
so we don't have a formatted show this time, so we're just gonna go off the head,
off the cuff.
off the
like
cuff,
like
off the
like
dome like a
like
toupee.
like the literal roots of uncultured roots.
Right.
That's what we used to do. You go in that shit without a game plan, just figure that shit out.
Let me order some jets.
Oh my god.
Ah man,
They can see us now.
Yeah, I know, right? That's
No,
that's
so
yeah. I will never forget that first episode, man. That is insane. Oh man.
yeah,
We didn't know what the hell we was doing. We was just trying to figure it out.
you're right. We just cut the mic on
Yeah.
and went with it.
Fly said, keep it authentic. Hey man, they gonna love us. Let's just be authentic, man. Eating, chewing into the mic.
oh, we was too genuine. You know what I mean?
Genuine for sure.
Oh man, yeah,
For sure, for sure.
definitely. Let me see. Uh,
I'm trying to bring us up.
I think yeah, I got another one. So I'm gonna download this one right quick so we can talk about this one too. But let's see. Um, come on, man. Y'all supposed to be doing the small talk while I'm trying to get this shit
I'm
together.
trying. I'm going. I'm on the. I'm trying to see how I look
uh,
on live.
oh. Well, I mean, cause right now we only streaming. Right now we only streaming on
Okay.
YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um, once we figure out what's going on with the TikTok and all of that, and we'll go from there.
So we might as well just join into the shenanigans.
Yeah, talk
Is
about
a is 100 motherfuckers beating a gorilla?
Oh
no,
my goodness. I
my
can't
God.
stand this conversation, dog.
Everybody talk about this shit.
Yeah, man, have at it.
Why is niggas even messing with gorillas in the first place? What are we doing here? How do we get here?
It's
Who
the
for
made
the
this
internet.
up?
It's the
for the sake
internet.
of experiment, for the sake of science.
Science, huh? Because biology says no.
Don't do
History says we don't do that.
it.
Oh man.
You know them clear people. They be messing with them animals like that.
Oh man. You ain't lying.
You don't be messing with them animals, man. Why are we messing with a gorilla?
That's a good point, man. Why are we messing with gorilla? Well, why are they? Because I'm not.
They just want to test the theory. Theoretically,
Well, fine then.
a
Y'all
hundred
go
men
right
was
ahead.
in a room with a gorilla.
Oh yeah. I don't know why a gorilla would be in the
Who's
room.
walking?
I don't know why would it be in the room, but okay.
It would be in my room.
For for the sake of conversation, um, y'all had that. Go ahead. Try y'all luck. See what happens. Roll the
Um,
dice.
so I'll only add to the conversation that drugs are not your friend, and you should stay off of them when coming up with this garbage of 100 men versus a gorilla. Hell, I've even seen the animations of 1 million men versus 10,000 gorillas, and it
Oh
didn't go
yeah.
well for the 1 million men.
I
Hell,
mean, that's like numbers game though. You know, you gonna overwhelm them.
There's a lot of variables
A
with
lot of
not being.
a lot of people gonna die, but as long as a lot of people willing to die,
that's the whole point. You got to be willing. So
exactly. If you don't have,
I'll make sure I'm at the very back of the back.
if you
You
don't
know,
have like
I'm not even on the field.
15 to
I'll
20
be honest.
people willing to take a dirt nap, get their head bit off by a gorilla.
I'm
hey,
not because why are we even messing with them?
Right.
Look, Gil Gorilla, Curious George, all
Planet
them.
of the Apes.
Caesar.
Caesar.
oh Christ,
None of them ain't never did anything to me. I ain't messing with no gorilla. He got it.
he got it.
Hmm. You got it.
But you gotta think like it's just simple math. Like a gorilla is strong as 10 men, right?
Yes.
So 100 will overpower them, right?
With bare hands,
Everybody got bare hands.
it ain't no weapons. Ain't no
Nah,
tranquilizers.
nah. You gotta smother them or hold it down or something.
You see how the boys move?
That first
I
10
don't know.
going.
Listen,
I don't know. They got real strength.
y'all figure it out, cause I
I
think
ain't nothing to figure
no,
out.
I'm saying I think you said it the best. Like you ain't on the field. Like I'm not even in the vicinity. Like
I'll be the
yeah,
coach. I'll be the what's that coach? You know when the coach be up in the box,
The
oh the
sky
high
like the
box.
ass booth.
offensive coordinator or something. That'd be me.
You spectating from far away, like eating popcorn. Like y'all dumb as hell. Mm-hmm. How the fuck you think this was gonna go? Mm.
I don't go to war, but I send ninjas to war.
Right.
Nigga said I'm safe up here. All right, so I got oh shit. I got three clips right now. Um and we can start talking. We can start talking about some of this stuff. I'm gonna get to the one. I'm gonna get to the one you sent, Fly.
Yeah.
But this first one, um, I'm gonna use this first one.
It blows my mind because I'm from an era where we wrote verses. Like we're from what people call the golden era. When we came up, it was Redman, it was Nas, it was Wu Tang, it was Tribe, Souls of Mischief. These were rappers. Like it was like and clarity and making people know what you're saying was really important. And we constructed verses. Like I can't speak for anybody else, but I've always written verses and I said them from start to finish. Like punching in wasn't even a thing. This new generation, they blew my mind because I've been in sessions where they'll freestyle a line and go back, tack it on, tack it on, tack it on, tack it on. To me, that's awesome.
How
I
y'all
thought he was
feel
about to
about
go the
that?
other way with it. I ain't think he's gonna say awesome.
I
I
saw this clip before.
yeah. I'm I'm a little bit of a purist when it come to that. Um, I'm a I, if you can't get a line, or if you structure the verse in a way to where it affects your breathing control, like if you
Yeah.
wrote it and you did it a little too much, like
Right.
because
You can't
I've
get a
done that
line in. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah, yeah. You punch
then I
in.
could see the punching in, or if you you know, if you want, you know, something for like dramatic effect, like okay, like you write a verse, but it's like it's not a straight through. It's like, hey, for these 8 bars, I want to just, you know, rap like normal, but on the next 4 bars of that 16, I want to like kind of bridge it, like kind of, you know, do it like I could see it like that. But the way he's explaining it, how the young cat's doing it, I mean,
Yeah,
th-
they just put it. They say a line and then
Yeah, then they
bring me
go
in,
back, listen to it, and
like like
come back
like
in.
like Dr. Dre did Easy when they made Boys in the
Yeah,
Hood.
like every line he had to punch
Cruising
him in.
down the cruising down the street, my 6'4". Stop.
Click.
oh fuck no, no,
Yeah, that was that bad.
no, no,
Easy
no,
ain't know how to rap.
Yeah, he wasn't a rapper at all, so he had to do a take every line.
no,
He said, "I was running out of tape."
He was in
no.
there for hours. They was in all night, and it
Look,
came out good though.
Yeah, yeah.
look.
That's Dr. Dre for you.
I ain't gonna expose nobody right now because he ain't here to defend himself. He ain't gonna see this anyway. But even if he did, he know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna expose you. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep you safe. Y'all two know who I'm talking about. But it's difficult. It's difficult with him. You know.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's never been that bad, but like as we gotten older and like that breathing control is so important.
Yeah,
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 Like it is very important when you are doing a verse. Like it
yeah.
just is. Like and I know this personally, that's why when I'm writing a verse, I'm like, okay, how am I gonna say it? Because
Mhm.
I've even had to take words out of my verse so I can
make it
say it.
fit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
make it fit. Yeah.
I'm like, nope, it's too many words. Let me structure this a little different, and then I'll get
Mhm.
it. And I'm like, okay, is it the way I want it to be? No. But my mindset is I'm not thinking about I could just punch in. I could that's not how I'm doing it. Cause I'm like say from the old school, it's like, nah, I just want to be able to because my thought process, even though I can't remember my words, I can't remember my lines to save my ass. If I ever had to perform this, you know, and if I don't have a hype man, like if I'm not performing with one of y'all where we've
Mhm.
already rehearsed this, was like, bro, I'm gonna run out of breath. Oh no, I'm gonna need you to help me out, kick
Yeah.
in, and just because I'm gonna be tired. Like, yeah,
Then all these young people, well, my process will make their head hurt
mm,
because I go straight through.
yeah, me too,
Mhm.
And if I mess up, I do it all over again.
me too.
I don't even I don't even say, okay, this part sound good. Do this
Yep,
part over.
I'm the
No,
same way.
I delete the whole thing
Yeah,
and then go back, right back
Yep,
and do the whole
yeah,
thing. Because to
absolutely.
me, it's a mental thing for me that if I do it, the energy ain't the same.
Yep,
yeah. It ain't gonna match.
Yeah.
right? So I like to delete it and do it all over again. And
Hmm.
sometimes I get it work out for me because the takes I get the take I want. When
Yeah,
it might take me a few times depending on how focused I am and how many times I done went over the verse before recording,
Yep.
yeah.
but it works.
So my little trick is I do that too. I go through the whole verse or whatever it is without stopping. And even if I mess up or something, I still complete it.
Hmm.
Then I go back and start over and do it again. But I have that reference in my ear that'll kind of keep me on point. So it's like I'm hype man in myself.
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember you told me that process.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah, I
like,
remember
hey
you
man,
said
I ain't
that.
think about that. I ain't never thought
yeah,
about doing that. See, now you reminded me.
yeah,
I'm gonna go back and try that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I remember you telling me that, but it's like I thought about doing it, and then, like I
Hmm.
said, the purist in me was like, I can't. It's like because I know where I messed up, and I know where
Yeah,
I might. And the sad part is, like what Fly said was like, because I do it the same way, where it's like, bro, even if I get one word wrong, like
hmm,
the whole cadence could be right, but if I get one word wrong, I'm like, nope.
Or I,
yeah,
I
or I
just,
stumble on something.
yep,
I
yeah.
be like scrap.
I'll scrap the whole
I mean,
thing.
I still scrap it after I lay the other vocal on top of it.
Okay.
Yes,
So I
no,
would,
he do it
I,
Oh, so
different.
it's like you just building, building,
yeah,
building
Yeah,
until you get
yeah.
to the right one. I got you.
yeah, and then I delete the ones where I messed up.
He picked the best performance, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
then he keep the best performance and delete everything else. So
yeah,
it's not like what they do.
Yeah.
yeah.
They like 8 bars, stop,
Hmm.
come back in, stop.
I
I
don't
think
think they even do
I'm
eight.
about to
I
say
think they
I
do
think
like
eight
two or
bars is
three,
generous.
two,
I think
four.
they do like two bars.
I'm trying to help him. Uh, I mean, they success. They don't really need my help because some of them is successful doing what they doing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I
That's
mean,
why they.
everybody got process.
So I think about Biggie and Jay. They just go in the corner and
They rehearsed it though.
mumble, rehearse it in their mind.
They rehearsed it,
But not even for long though. For
I
like
know.
but it
10 minutes. Then they just go and spit the whole thing.
you.
That's crazy.
You know what I learned about them,
Hmm.
especially Jay. They got supreme confidence.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's not like they just freestyling it.
yeah, yeah.
They sit back, they
They
listen to
think of it. They piece it together in their head.
the thing that stands out with them doing that though is they can be in a room interacting with people and be writing it at the same time.
Hmm.
Like the
Yeah,
time,
writing it.
yeah, like the time, Just Blaze, he was saying that while Jay was recording, what was that song on the Black Album? That dun dun dun
PA,
dun
public service
PSA
announcement. Yeah.
PSA. When he was recording PSA came late
Mm.
in the process because Jay was already getting people together, getting pressed together to play music for them.
Yeah.
Doing about to start doing press release and stuff like that. And just came in with the beat and was like, "I got something." He listened to it,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "I'll be back." This
Mhm.
Jay went out, talked to press, played music, shake hands, kiss babies, woo, woo, woo. Came back, recorded something, let back out for another round of press, came back, recorded something. He
That's
like
crazy.
did the whole song. Then he came back, scrapped that verse, put this verse on, and he did a new verse.
Mhm.
Take S dots off, put this on the album.
That's crazy. Multitasking. You
And
piecing together a verse while you
yeah,
interacting and doing interviews. That's crazy.
Big would do the same thing. Big, like I heard C's and a couple other people was like, Big would just be like in the studio, they smoking, they drinking, girls
Yeah.
around,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they just talking, and then they were like, man, I bet Big, you ain't even ready. No, I'm done.
Mm.
Hmm.
What?
Get up and spit the whole thing.
It's like Shaq. Shaq said when they did "Can't Stop the Rain,"
Yeah.
he was like, Here's your pad, big man." I don't need that.
What I'm gonna do with that?
Just like when him and Jay did Brooklyn's Finest, they kept pushing the pad to each other like here,
Oh yeah.
here.
You take it. No, you take
And they found
it.
that's when they found out that neither one of them
Yeah,
wrote.
neither one of them wrote. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they just got supreme confident.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I ain't got. I mean, I'm
Yeah, I
confident,
ain't
but
never. I've
I
always
ain't.
been a pen man. I
Yeah,
need me
Yeah,
I'm Pin Man. Yeah,
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 hard.
yeah,
Hard. Once you start to getting in your way and how you do it,
Yeah,
it's hard.
yeah.
It's
Once you
hard to
set
break.
your path, yeah,
Hard habits are hard to break.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Old
And
habits die hard.
yeah,
That's what I'm
and
trying to say. You got
Yeah, yeah.
it. Oh, habits
yeah,
die hard. Yeah, I
I
don't
can't.
know.
I can't tell you how many dang on songs I've wrote throughout the years. So many that never made it to the recording stage. Like,
hmm
and y'all know I've recorded a lot of songs,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's even more that never even made the cut. Where I'm like, I go over it and I'm like, nah, nah, I
Yeah.
ain't feeling it
yeah,
now. Like I was feeling it at the moment, and it even happens with like some of the beats I make, where I'm like, all right, I start writing
hmm
to it, and then a couple of days go by, and like, I don't like this shit no more. Like
Yeah.
right.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
And
What,
scrap
what,
many
what,
songs.
yeah,
Probably
yeah.
scrap more than I made.
I think that's part of the progress, though.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
part of the process.
yeah,
Uh, I've heard a lot of people say they made something and they come back. What was I thinking?
yeah,
hmm
yeah.
Mm,
And sometimes it even be like that after I record the shit. Like I thought this shit was cool, but like no, that's like
Yeah.
and then like what's happening with with the little small project I'm doing where it's like I recorded all these other songs and at the time I'm like it was where my mind it's like I wasn't in that headspace to
right,
be able to appreciate what it is that I've done for myself. You know what I'm saying? And now after I took so many months off, almost a year off, and I go back and then I'm going through this
Yeah.
long laundry list of stuff, and I'm like, oh, this song is actually okay.
Yeah.
So I cherry pick it, start creating a playlist, and before I know it, I'm like, I'm moving things around. I'm like, wait a minute, this will go here. I'm slotting the playlist, and before I know it, I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds like a project,
Yeah.
and it's just like these are joints that I didn't deem worthy at the time, but
Right.
now,
You take a break.
yeah,
Yeah, and take your ears away from it for a
that's it,
minute.
that's
yeah,
it, and it's like,
You
wow,
you can
okay,
hear
so
it with fresh ears.
that's it.
yeah.
That's it.
Fatigue
A
ears.
lot of makes a big difference.
I think that's it. Fatigue years, fresh
Yeah,
years. Yeah, that's and
hmm
that's something I ain't gonna front. That's something I never experienced. That's something that I didn't cause I mean I'm not I don't never brag. But I mean I'm just a workhorse, man. It's just like all right, I make something, okay, next one. Make something, next one. Make something, next one. It's like I don't really take time to appreciate the shit that I make for myself. It's like I was just like, okay, okay, okay. Cause I guess, you know, a lot of people don't know, y'all know because I've told y'all this, but the reason I call myself 1-7 because I started doing music at 17 years old. Like these two brothers was doing it way before I was. Like they were doing it as kids. Like
Yeah, I should
and
name
I
myself 13. Yo, 13.
'cause I
yo,
know. Yeah, I know. Somewhere around there,
hmm
yeah,
maybe
and it's
14, whatever age I was when No Limit was popping off. That's probably when I started.
hmm
so that was in like
Yeah, that might have
97,
been.
96, 97.
97,
Yeah,
You
oh,
98.
was
you was younger than that.
you
It was
like 10,
97,
11.
98,
You was like
97,
you
98.
was
Mm.
Yeah, you was 10, 11 years old around there.
Yeah,
And I was started to dabbling in it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And see, that was crazy because I could remember walking home from Burbank. I'd be walking home and like of course I'll listen to rap because I mean, come on, that's the culture, it's the music we grew up on. But
Right.
and then I'll be thinking like, man, it would be nice if I could rap one day. you know, and I would make an attempt to try to do a bar or two, and I'm like, man, that shit trash. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like I didn't have the confidence in the beginning. And like I say, I always give the credit to Cadario because I started writing poems and shit at 15. And that's only because, you know, the headspace I was in and no, it wasn't 15. I'm sorry, it was 16. Started writing poems at 16 because I was in relationship, you know, first time falling in love and going through these different type of emotions nigga ain't never felt before. and
Yeah.
and I just started like coming up with poetry, and I'm just like, oh, okay, okay. And then Cadario got wind of it, and he's like, hey, nigga, turn this shit to rap. I'm like, what? How? And you know, he worked with me a little bit, and then before I knew it, I'm like, oh shit, I guess I
Yeah.
can rap.
Yeah, that's big. You say confidence because I think that's how a lot of people probably be doing their art or whatever it
Yeah.
is, but they'll never share it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And me being an introvert, I ain't never
All
share.
three of us. All three
So
of us.
I think it was like ninth grade. I was in Georgia, and I
Hmm.
always used to write raps.
Shout out to Mayweather.
Right, and my notebook fell off the table, and
Hmm.
then this
Mm.
girl grabbed it and started running and reading it. Like, oh, this is tight. So that's the whole reason why I start rapping in front of people,
Okay.
because she
Yeah.
she took my notebook and started saying it out loud. So I was like, oh man,
Right, man. You butcher my stuff, man.
right,
Give it here. I said it the right way. Damn it.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
So the first time I started, um, I was in the living room at my grandmother's apartment in the Yak, Pontiac, Michigan. For y'all don't know, we was in the Yak. And I can't remember the masterpiece song that was on, but it was a No Limit song that was on.
Okay.
And one of my best guys at the time, he was like, "Man, we should do that. We should try that."
Mhm.
All right, like, nigga, what? Like what? Well, all right, I try it. So we tried it. Well, I was suffering, trying to put the words together. I was suffering, like, oh man, how, how I get into doing this, dog.
Hmm.
So I wrote something, and he wrote something, and we spit it. And he was like, it was short lived, and he was like, all right, that's it.
He was done with it,
Yeah, he stopped,
and you kept going.
and I kept going. I gave it up a little bit, but for some reason I kept coming back to doing it. Like I remember
Yeah.
I'd be up late night, um, had to go to school in the morning, and I know we from that era where our parents and our grandparents used to wear stockings. The stockings used to come on this cardboard thing.
Hmm.
I used to write rhymes on that cardboard thing.
Oh,
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep. I would write on that because at that time I didn't have a notebook.
Yeah.
If it
yeah,
was notebooks, it was for school and stuff. I wasn't thinking about writing no rhymes in no notebook.
yeah,
So I was writing on that cardboard stocking thing, and I was writing on envelopes.
Mm.
yeah. I used to write on anything I get my hands on. It's just
Yeah, I was
pizza
writing on
boxes.
envelopes, and it's crazy because the first batch of music that I owned for myself in a Walkman for me to listen to, it was orchestra music.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
So I was like listening to this Walkman my grandmother got from a garage sale,
Hmm.
Hmm.
and the cassette was still in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so at first, that was the only piece of music I got. So I'm listening to this cassette with all this, with these horns and strings and all this stuff, and I'm like, dang man, this is kind of cold. This kind of dope. And my friends that was around at the time, they was good A&Rs. So they bringing music to me like this is it. This gonna be the music. My man Henry, shout out to him. His family live. Some of his family live in New Orleans.
Okay.
They would go down to New Orleans. He would bring music back, this is like so when Cash Money was blowing up, I kind of understood it through him
Mhm.
Okay.
because he when he come back, he got stories.
Okay.
Like,
Hmm.
yo, New Orleans, and they crazy out there. They do this, they do the
Yeah.
wards,
I can
woo,
imagine.
and I'm like, I'm just thinking about like, dang, that sound crazy. So when Juvie
Hmm.
come out and I'm seeing the imagery and I'm
Yeah, you
the
see the
high video coming
videos.
out,
Yeah,
it matched.
and the projects.
Yeah, but yeah, that's when I started, and yeah, that confidence thing is a thing. Like once you could get it and you spit it, it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
think I got my confidence when I really started getting confidence in Denby.
Mhm.
Mm.
Like you already know, you had to be ready, and Denby you had to be ready
Mhm.
because
Be
Demby.
like rap gladiator school.
yeah,
It was a
I remember
there's a
being
lot of
around a few
spitters.
times.
Yeah.
Like I would see people come up to y'all like at different points, whether it be flying the lunchroom or Hirsch in the hallway, like spit something, and I could just remember y'all faces and be like, "All right, you fucking peasant. Here's your bars for the day, you fucking peasant." Like I could, like, of course, you never said that, but I'm like, I could see the look on y'all faces, like,
it,
okay, you
yeah,
fucking crackhead
it,
fiends.
it was every day.
It was every day.
It was every day, multiple times a day.
Yeah, multiple hours. Every
Yeah,
time certain people see you, they like, oh,
Yeah, exactly,
he got that
exactly.
shit.
yeah, yeah. Don't let me don't catch us when me and Hurst got the same class
Yeah, yeah.
because if we in the same class, they
Yeah,
own us in class.
Right.
yeah.
Like spit something.
I never had any classes with y'all like that. I mean, oh, I
Yeah.
think I only had
Yeah.
one with Hirsch, but
Yeah,
we wasn't.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have classes with y'all like that. But I would see y'all in the hallway or different occasions, and
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
my confidence came, and I've shared that story. My confidence came out of result of anger.
Oh
Oh
yeah, it was
yeah,
the
and see
opposite for you.
backyard,
It was the
and
It was the
your
opposite.
backyard.
opposite for me. It was more of, oh, okay. It was more. I was on a warpath. Like I was like, I'm gonna prove this motherfucker wrong.
Yeah,
Like the person who got me started. I because like I say, it wasn't. And I joke with him all the time about it. I'm like, because obviously it's not no beef type shit. It wasn't, and I never
nah,
even took it that way.
Yeah.
But
nah,
I took it in a way where it's like, nigga, I wouldn't be rapping if it wasn't for you. And then for you to call me the weakest? Oh, hell no. Man, I'm gonna show you who's the weakest. I'm gonna burn you on every fucking track we do. I'm gonna fry you. That was my mindset. So I did it from a revenge standpoint where it's like, oh, okay. And that's when I realized I didn't realize I was competitive at nature. I didn't realize I went through my entire life thinking that I was not a competitive person. My wife
hmm,
even pointed out that to me, like, you're competitive as hell. And I'm like, I don't see that. And then I see it
Mhm.
in my oldest son. He competitive as shit. And I'm like, okay, he's definitely competitive. Like I can see it in him. Like he's
yeah,
competitive as hell. But I didn't see it in myself, but I see it now.
yeah. You know,
Mhm.
you had a I would say that you kind of had a I can't find the word. I got a brain fart, but you kind of was thinking about it because I remember walking home from school with
Hmm.
you and it was one of them early days where we had an early day or something like that. And we was what's that side street we used to walk down? Like was it not Rex? Was it
No,
not
Boulder?
Rex? Boulder?
Yeah,
Walking down Boulder,
yeah.
and he was like how y'all do
Yeah, I
how you
remember that.
doing that? And
I remember that.
I'm like it's easy. And I told
Yeah,
you same thing I told Dario.
yeah.
Like my this is what I like. Like I told him and I told you, I'm like, who's your favorite artist?
Hmm.
His is Eminem. So I told him, look what he's doing, and then you do your version of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like his thing is writing about his life.
Yeah.
and writing about his whatever he going through.
Yeah.
Write about what you going through.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay. And I even remember coming over your house, like maybe once or twice, your granny house right there in
It was across from McGregor.
across from McGregor. Yeah,
Yep.
that's when I first met your mom and them over
Yeah.
there. And you was writing rhymes then. And I was like, all right, all right.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
And
I mean, I mean, like I say, compared to y'all, let's see. I admit I was the young. I mean, yeah, I was the youngest in terms of late to the party. So I was last to the
yeah,
party out of the four of us. I was the last. Kadaria was third. Y'all, I just rank y'all 1A and 1B. I don't know who the fuck was doing it first, but I just know I was last. And I didn't want to do this shit at all at first. But the thing about it was, because y'all remember those days, there was a drought when it came to beats. Like there was like we
oh,
wasn't really making. It was a fucking
harsh.
drought.
What we know
Couldn't
about
find
that?
them beats.
Harsh, what we know about that?
Couldn't find a beat.
So
And we
that
got.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say we got frustrated and made our own. Start
Look,
making our own.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. So it was connecting the dots from learning how to rap and then realizing, okay, I can write these rhymes, but it's like I needed to go to something. So
Mm-hmm.
that's when I could have got if I would have just honed in on focusing on rap, I would have been a lot better, a lot faster because I would have put most of my focus on that. But I
Oh
shifted
yeah.
half of my focus to producing because I'm
You
like,
did.
Mm,
I
You
need
did.
to figure out how to make these beats. And I
yeah.
was trash for a long time. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie, but it was more so I couldn't put my focus all on beat making and I couldn't put my focus all on rapping. So I was trying to push them both ahead at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's why it took me so long. But it's like at the point I am now, it's like I'm happy I did it that way. I wouldn't have changed nothing
Yeah.
because
Uh,
production is fucking important.
Hmm.
It is
yeah.
By
very
the time
important.
we start making beats, we had already mastered the rap part. We already put
Yeah.
in our 10,000 hours on that.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's man. Like, and when I look back at the journey, it's a couple key points.
Hmm.
One of the key points, 10th grade, when I met Hirsch.
Hmm.
I could say if I didn't meet Hirsch, I wouldn't think about putting punchlines in there.
Okay.
I wouldn't be as strong. I wouldn't think strongly about them. Like I
Hmm.
had some in my first rhyme. Cause I said some rhyme about shocking like tasers or something like that. That was one of my first rhymes I wrote.
Mhm.
But when I heard Hirsch, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't
he
gonna front.
punchline king.
It was he punchline king of Denby, bro. You that was the whole thing. It's like I knew that wasn't never my bag. I'm like, nah. I'm like,
Yeah,
I can. It's not like I'm not capable of doing it, but I'm like, I
right.
can't. There's levels to the shit, and I'm not at
Yeah.
that.
No,
Only time I can get to that point is if I feel like I got to battle a motherfucker. Then it's like, okay, then it'll start
yeah,
coming out. But
yeah,
Yeah.
just like regularly, nah, I'm more focused on flow and just riding the beat and
yeah.
and just
That's
giving good
that's
cadence. Like that's my shit.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
yeah,
That's flow and talking.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like flow and shit talking is my kind of like my thing. And game giving,
yeah,
like
Yeah.
spitting game.
yeah,
That's my thing.
yeah.
And when I met him, I was like, okay, I could play with these bars a little bit.
Hmm. So the bars, I got fixated on the cleverness, the witty part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous first album came out.
Hmm.
I studied that for like a year straight. Like I listened to it over and over, kind of uh, like he was killing it with the lines. So I say before him it was
It was Beanie,
Beanie
yeah,
Siegel. And I just
yeah,
liked how raw he was. So I
yeah.
I think I kind of like took them two and like
Mashed them
mixed it,
together.
yeah, mashed them together.
Yeah, and it makes sense too. I even said that when you first told me. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the Detroit version of that, I remember
Right.
Big Hurt. I remember Big Hurt
Oh
from
yeah,
and
yeah.
he was like he had some variation of that, but he wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember him. Like, yeah,
We used to Knoxville used to take us to his crib. I don't know if you went fly,
Uh,
but
not
I went to
not
his
the big
crib
hurt,
a couple.
not
Yeah.
the big hurt crib. I remember going to Knoxville crib a few
Hmm.
times. Shout out to Easy because
Yeah.
Easy it linked us up.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Easy, man. Like whenever I start talking about our rap journey, I never cannot not name Easy, bro,
Yeah.
because through Trav and Easy is
Yeah. He was
and
Easy
just
put
was
being with
at
her.
he was at your wedding, right?
yeah,
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 yeah.
okay, okay, I
yeah.
remember
Yep.
him. Yeah, I remember
Yep.
him. Yep, yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So Easy introduced, I would be with her, and well, the thing about Easy is he wanted to put us all on, really.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He put everybody in the room with the right people.
Yeah, yeah. Like going to Knoxville crew. Knoxville was the first one of the first people that I met that was really producing for real people.
hmm
Yeah.
So and that's the thing about confidence. At that time, I didn't have the best confidence when it comes to recording
yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember going. Easy would take us to the studios, right? And I remember one time he was trying to do a confirmation. I didn't make that joint because my confidence was not there. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be trying to
Yeah.
record and it wasn't sounding right. But I didn't like my voice.
yeah.
And I was like, sound right. So I had to build that up. But yeah, man, shout out to Easy
Yeah.
because
For
he
people who not familiar, there's some local people from Detroit who was making moves and making noise. So Knoxville was part of the Olympics
yeah,
production group.
Olympic. Woo.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they done produced for everybody pretty much in the game. So
yeah. And at that
that's what
time,
we yeah.
the hottest people, Jeezy,
Yeah.
Diplomats, Rick
Rick
Ross.
Ross. Yeah.
So this is how we start making beats. Hirsch used to get beats from Knoxville. But the thing with Knoxville was if somebody in the industry wanted, you gotta give it up. Because
Yeah. And
his money thing, it was
I
his
understood it too. It's like you got money on the table like that. Was it Summer with Miami? I had that beat first.
yup.
I was writing to that.
That
He
and
was
it's
like, "Hey
crazy.
man, it's gone." Jim
This is
Jones got it.
this is
Like,
Jim Jones.
dang.
This is when Jim Jones, they love this song. People love that
Yeah,
song.
that's one of his biggest
That's
songs.
one of his big songs. Hirsch had that beat
Yeah,
first. I could tell you, I could test to that for
yeah.
real. Like he would be getting beats, and then Knoxville and them be like, y'all can have them, but
But
if
if they
somebody
go
in the industry, they gotta
before you
give it
make
up.
it pop, you gotta get it. You gotta give it up. So
So that's when we start to mess with making beats.
yeah,
Like I think one of the first um things was Sonar,
yeah,
and hers gave me Sonar, and I'm trying to make beats on that. Then I got Cubase, and I try to make stuff on Cubase. Then I got a MP,
Mhm.
MP 500. Try to make beats on that. Then I remember sitting in the car with Hirsch one day. I'm like, yo, this about the game about to change. People really about to start doing music on laptops,
Yeah,
full
yeah.
on laptops. Because
Everything.
at the time, like I said, we was messing with software, but the most people was messing with was hardware. They was on the MP stuff,
yeah.
and that's why I ended up getting one because I'm like I got to catch up. But then I realized the shift was coming. I'm like, people gonna start making music on laptops.
See, that's where I started. Like,
Yeah,
I never invested in hardware. I went straight to that. So
yeah,
that's why I was
Yeah,
like, wow. Like, I didn't realize. I just thought that's how it was done. But
yeah.
mhm.
I went straight to software.
Software been around a long time.
Hmm
It's just
It's probably just
it
too
wasn't
expensive for the
well
common people.
not really. They had something that was inexpensive that anybody could get. It's just not user friendly.
Yeah, hey, let me tell you. let me tell you, I started making beats in 2004. And when I tell you, because I've always told this story, I started off with something simple, like just plug and plays, like Magic Music Maker. That was the very first thing I started playing with. And then my uncle, rest in peace, Uncle Reggie, he downloaded Fruity Loops 5 on my computer. I'll never forget. And I tried it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had it, and I knew this was the way to go. But there wasn't YouTube wasn't like it is now. There wasn't no
Yeah,
damn
no,
No.
tutorials
it wasn't
to
YouTube.
exactly.
Yeah.
YouTube wasn't there.
And so I was trying to figure it out. Every day I try to make a little progress on it, but I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to. So I started dabbling in other stuff like Cakewalk and
Right.
like I was just I
I
was
turned
just
down YouTube. I mean, I turned down Fruity Loops when it first came out.
yeah, I did too. Like
Yeah.
Miles Garrison,
oh
he put he, because he found out that I knew a rap. He was like, "You should make your own beats." It's this thing called Fruity Loops. The name itself made me cringe. I was like,
listen.
Fruity Loops, what is this?
Ain't nothing fruity over here.
Like, what is Fruity Loops? But and he was like, yeah, you can make them you make beats on a computer. At that
Mhm.
time, it was like it wasn't like a full version. Like you could go in there and go on the website and mess around with it at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know about that, bro. I'm watching Timberland. I'm watching all the people for real. They got keyboards and MPs. So I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I don't know about that Fruity Loop junk.
Yeah. I ain't never even tried Fruity Loops.
Yeah, I got it right on my computer now. I don't mess with it as much as I mess with Reason. So
Yeah.
fast forward after I talked, me and her said this talk, and I'm like, yeah, they about to start really, really messing with music
Yeah.
on a computer. And then Soldier Boy came out the next year, and I was
Yeah.
like, saw it coming,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I start seeing out the success that Soldier Boy was getting
Yeah.
with making his own stuff. So Hirsch was like, that we make our own stuff, and he found Reason. That was a
Yeah.
game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put us up on Reason. Like I ain't
Yeah.
going front. Reason 4, I remember.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Reason 4. For y'all that's on Reason now and y'all messing with this stuff now, listen, man. Reason 4, all you could do was make beats. You couldn't record in it at the
Oh
time.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Just strictly beats.
You had to make the beat on there and
Uh-huh.
record it in something like
And
Pro Tools
something
or
else.
something,
Yep.
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 Yeah.
or Cakewalk or whatever it was, but you could not record in Reason. Then later on, they made a whole nother software called
Yeah.
Record.
Record. Yep.
Yeah. That
And then
didn't last too
it
long.
didn't. Then they
Right.
just combined them and
Then they
then
just merged them.
The
Yeah.
competition started
yeah.
to get a little tough out there, and they
Yeah.
decided that okay, we're gonna make it to where people could record in
Yeah.
Reason.
And see, I'm still burnt by that because you couldn't record in it. And so even to this day, like I make beats in Reason, but I record in a completely separate
That's
program.
that's what I do. Like I'm
Yeah, I'm
I'm
like,
stuck in that. I'm
yeah,
stuck
I'm
in that.
stuck.
I'm
Stuck
the
in
I
my
can't I
ways.
can't get out of it.
I'm the only one in here that record through Reason because well, when you doing this,
Hmm.
you trying to save money,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and so even though I end up paying for like Pro Tools, I wanted to get like buy the perpetual license, but
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
$600, and when you don't have that, you trying to make sure you get the things you need,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and it's like $600 for a perpetual license. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I know people be like, "Well, if you really want it and you really want your passion, you do it." Listen, man, scale all that junk, man.
Yeah.
Because when somebody really trying to get in and they ain't working with too much, but they really want to do
Yeah.
this, they
Right.
gonna try to
You gotta
find
do
a
what you
way.
gotta do.
You
Yeah.
gotta be
So
realistic at the end of the day.
that's what I ended up doing. I was like, when they decided to merge those two programs, I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was able to do that, and then I still do it to the day.
Yeah.
I ain't paying for no prescription for Pro Tools. Mm-mm.
Oh, somebody in the chat saying, can either one of us read music? I can't read music. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie.
Absolutely not.
I can't read.
I used to be able to in like middle school, but I done forgot because I used to
Yeah.
play like the bass and I used to be able to read the music, but I ain't
who,
read it since then.
who asked the
Man.
question?
Uh, what's
So we can shout them out.
musical Ms.
Oh, that's your mom.
Yeah.
Shut up, mom.
What up, though?
No, I do not know how to read music at
Nah, I
all.
can't read music. Nah,
I
I
play
can't.
by
Yeah,
ear. I
Yeah,
think we all do.
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It's to me it's better that way. I'm not trying to say that because I can't read it. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to read it, learn to read it, and you know, if I hit the lottery and I ain't had nothing but time on my hands, there's a lot of stuff I'll learn how to do. Like
Right.
speak 7 different languages purposely. But
yeah.
Another thing on the journey, another big thing I remember on the journey is coming over your granny house in Sterling Heights.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
We used to record it in the closet.
and
In the
make sure
boiler room.
yeah, I had to. It was
No,
like
but
a
no,
makeshift.
the
Now
boiler room
his was
was
the boiler room.
up
Oh, okay.
in my basement
Yeah,
on Collingham. That was
yeah,
Oh,
the
it's the
boiler
boiler
room.
room.
Yeah,
yeah,
we used to go to 17 Granny house, and
Yeah, I
we
remember.
were. That's when he was he was focusing a little bit more on producing,
yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
and we were recording in the closet. Man,
yeah, I
we
remember.
I,
made some stuff there.
I was trying to soundproof it the best. I had my blankets up there, and I had
Yeah,
the mic posted up there. Like I was trying, and I think even put a little light in there or something so people could see what they was. I was trying to soundproof it as best as possible.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
fly right, like I was more so. I had the equipment, but I was more so trying to focus on the producer side because that was around the time I got Reason for, and I was just trying to crack it. I'm like, no, I got to learn this somehow, some
yeah,
way, and I finally got the hang of it, and it started coming to me, and I'm like, okay, good, good, great, and I've been rocking with Reason ever since. So,
yeah,
I mean, yes, I've seen other programs where they are a little bit ahead of Reason, but it's like I'm comfortable with Reason. Like I don't want to
yeah.
mhm,
have to sit up here and learn something new. Like,
mhm.
It's all about
yeah,
getting in something and filling it out and feeling
Yeah,
at home
yeah,
with it.
yeah,
yeah,
But those times I look back and I smile and be thankful for doing those times because
yeah.
man, we would go over there, record, get food,
yeah,
Mhm.
like man, just hang out, just
yeah,
stay out of trouble,
Yeah,
doing music and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
yeah.
mean,
Just
I, well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna talk about this story on this live because for people who probably haven't watched the episode when I talked about it, I don't even know if I have, but here we go. So I just said that we will go. One of my favorite moments is going over 17's grandmother house and we recorded in his room in the closet. And we had fun and we stayed out of trouble. Now it's been times we almost got in trouble. And one story in particular, me, Hirsch, and Cadario C, or who we call Haywire, we skipped school. Hirsch know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I've heard the story too, but yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
we skipped school because at this time, like we told y'all, we didn't have beats and we ain't have
Yeah.
any more place to record.
Nowhere to record. Yeah.
It was one, and this before we start to get money together to go to record, or Easy would help Hirsch with recording.
Yeah.
Cadario was like, "Yo, I know somebody who we could record over their house." But we were so excited about that because we really wanted to record. We was like, "Let's do it." When we doing it, we gonna skip the last two classes, last two periods. We leaving. That's exactly what we did. We jumped in his shadow. R-
The shadow.
Duster,
The
the
duster.
duster,
R.I.P. to the Plymouth Shadow.
R.I.P. to the duster.
the duster.
For y'all youngins that don't know what a shadow is, it's a Plymouth Shadow. Google it. It's a little short car.
Tudo.
Yes, and we will pile up in that Plymouth. You know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
out here.
We piled up in that boy, and we went to this guy's house. It was him and his homeboy that was there. We went down there and record, and I think he was the weed man.
I don't think.
I was, I, you know what? Let's go there. He was the weed man. He had packs down there. He had to work down there. He
Oh
trusted
man.
us.
The pounds.
He trusted us
Yeah.
because we
Man.
went down there and he had packs down there.
Oh
He
man.
had two twin girls, two twin little girls. I remember one of them niggas playing with the packs.
I'm glad we're not mentioning no names.
Oh
So
no, I
yeah.
would
No,
never do
no,
that.
no, no.
Never. I would never do that.
I don't even know his name.
Right.
Exactly.
I wasn't even there. So
Exactly.
Right.
Even if I knew his name,
I
I,
did,
wouldn't
right.
say his name.
I still wouldn't know his name.
So, we
Oh,
recorded
man.
there one day and we didn't finish the songs, but they liked what we was doing. They was like, man, these little dudes is spitting.
Yeah.
And they were like, y'all could come back.
I
Y'all
think I
welcome to
still
come
got
back.
the songs too. I still got them on my computer.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, you
okay.
did. You still got them because you played them one time when we was
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
So we left, and then we came back another time and it was a little time lapse between the first time and the next time because they kept asking us to come back. Like when y'all gonna come back to record? So we ended up going back over there,
Yeah.
and this time, his old lady was there, and she kept messing with him or kept calling him upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her, I think Cadario was either recording something, and me and hers was on the couch next to the Pecs, and his twin girls down there playing in the Pecs, and he kept had to go upstairs. Right then, I knew it was something funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, man, keep going upstairs, right? And he come downstairs. She called. She's doing something up there, or she calling him,
Mm-hmm.
and he ended up going back upstairs for this last time.
Mm-hmm.
Me, her, and his homeboy downstairs, right?
Yeah.
And we hear a loud doom, like something hit the floor
Body
hard.
hit the floor. Something hit the floor.
His homeboy was like, "Wait a minute, y'all. I'll be right back." Me and her and she looking like,
What the hell just happened, dog?
What's going on? He come back downstairs. Y'all gotta leave.
Like, you ain't gotta tell me once.
We backed ourselves up so fast. We was
I'm about
already shook daddy
this
because we in there and there's all this weed in here.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
It
boy,
was way before it was legalized.
yeah, it wasn't none of this stuff that's going on now.
Right.
Whole different world back then.
Yeah. If the police was to knock down that man's door,
Oh, y'all was
We
cool.
all was going. We all going.
We all gonna be in
That'd have been
DPD
messed up.
precinct.
Hey, our journey would have been completely different from what it
Right.
was. I'd have been like,
Well, not exactly different. It'd have been a
y'all
little
have got a little bit of time. You
It'd
know
have been
what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
was
know.
minors.
It would have been a bump in the road
Right.
because I'm sure all we gonna be like, I don't know nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
We just came to do music.
Hey, look, I'm about to say, I can't do it, man. Don't put me in that situation, bro. I'm
Yeah.
trying to go home.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Yeah.
the crib was like right around the corner from where I go to church, where I went to church, like on 7 Mile.
So you know where we at.
Yeah, right on 7 Mile.
We on 7 Mile. You know where we at.
You know where you at.
So we got the hell out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We jumped in that shadow and bumped out.
Got
They
up
try
out
to
of
call
there.
us back because we like
Like,
no
we got
ain't no
school.
we never went back over there.
I don't blame you.
That was enough.
I don't blame you.
But those is times that we was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Trying to do it.
Hey, and
It's
the-
good
and
times.
and 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 the journey continues because that's what the hell we
Yep,
doing with this podcast. Trying to
Yeah,
exactly.
figure it out.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
Trying to figure it out,
yep.
man.
Go always.
yeah,
As long as I got breath in my lungs, I'm be trying to figure it out.
Hey,
Figure
yep,
some
same here,
shit.
man.
yep,
Same here.
yep.
Any way to stop working for these
Right.
people. I'm being nice right now.
These clear folks.
The man.
What they call them, Flower Rangers.
Flower. Who said Flower Rangers?
What the
I saw somebody today. I saw somebody today in the
Oh
comments on
man.
Facebook was like, some about these Flower Rangers. I'm not gonna say what all they said, but Flower Rangers was stuck out
Oh
to
my
me, and
God,
I'm like, bruh.
Flower Rangers is crazy work.
crazy work. Go
Wow.
go Flower Rangers. Oh my God.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, I can't take credit for that. I didn't come up with that one. I saw that one. I bust out
That's
laughing.
crazy.
I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
The internet is undefeated for a reason.
Definitely.
Undefeated.
Can't beat it. Don't even
Uh,
try.
oh my god, I know. We got to add that to the list. Mother Nature, Father Time, the
The
internet.
internet.
The internet.
Never gonna lose.
Well,
My
I think the
god.
only way to beat the internet is not to really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta ride the storm out.
Yeah. But I mean, if you on the internet, I mean, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. Like, y'all know I won't call myself the king if I don't give a shit, but I really don't care what nobody got to think of me, and that ain't just for the show. I'm the same way in public. Like, I really
Mhm.
don't care. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But at the end of the day, us doing a show, I would like it to be viable. You know what I'm saying? So I care to a certain extent about what we put out there into the universe because
yeah,
when we put, like I said before, when we put these shows, we put these lives, whatever, everything we put out here, music or otherwise, that stuff's forever. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I am
yeah.
cognizant of that to a certain degree, but if
Mhm.
you choose to come if you choose to come with a differing perspective or just flat out negative energy, that's the stuff I don't care about. Like, it's okay. Like,
Yeah,
whatever I decide to give
it,
to the world via sharing my art, obviously I'm making it public. So of course, not everyone's going to agree, not everyone's going to like it, and that's fine. But if you
Yeah.
just like deliberately attacking it, like
that,
you're trash, you suck, why are you doing the show? You guys have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Like, it's like,
yeah.
okay, keep it
I
moving,
don't.
bro.
Yeah, I don't care about that
Keep it moving.
because internet don't be caring until it start caring.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
You know.
Like like this show, for example, because we're still a small channel, but Lord knows, boy, when we start taking off and it start, because when we start remaining consistent and we start
Right.
taking this new places,
Right.
then you get the bandwagoners. Oh man, I always rock with you. No, you didn't. Like, shut up. Stop fucking
I
around, bro.
mean, you're gonna get everything. You're
Yeah.
gonna get bandwagoners. You're gonna get people who really mess with it. And then you're gonna get people who they didn't care at one point.
Hmm.
They didn't even know exist. They
Mhm.
hear it exists. They hear what's being said, and now they rage. They don't like what we saying or whatever. You just gonna get the whole gambit,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, look, we've been at this for about an hour and 3 minutes. So, and plus, nigga gotta get ready to go to work in a few hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cut this short. But the reason we did this live today, and not just for today, because obviously we're gonna try to do more lives. We're gonna try to do more lives than regular episodes, like, because that's how you get more engagement, and we want to interact with the people. And so we did this because we promised it on the last episode. If you haven't checked out our last episode, the new MAGA, go check that out.
Yep. Yep.
Um, we're going to be out of town. Me and Hirsch are going to be out of town for about a
uh-huh.
week, and hopefully we should be able to bring y'all an episode on, like, what's that, May 17th, May 18th, that weekend. So
Mhm.
hopefully we can, like, depending on Hirsch making it, well, me and Hirsch making it back to our respective locations and getting back settled in.
Yeah.
Hopefully we should still be able to kick out a show that weekend.
Yeah.
So, um, but if not, then you know me or Fly or her should probably try to put up a separate video, like whether it's from my phone or whatever, just upload it to the page to try to give you some type of content, whatever.
Right.
I can probably take one of my TikTok videos and upload it here, just so it's like just keeping the channel active to show that hey, we are being consistent, and we are three different men. We have our own schedules, we have our lives, and when we try to make this sync up, when we get time to make this sync up, is when the magic happens. So um just bear with us, for those who are, for the few of you who are rocking with us right now, you
Much
know
appreciated.
very
Tell
much
a friend to
appreciated.
tell a friend.
Yeah.
And then
So
tell that friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
yeah.
And then tell a cousin, mama, sister, uncle.
Right.
Make it a family tree. Oh yeah.
So we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all in about a week, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be plenty of the crazy stuff that happened in the news. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
we'll definitely be back. And you know, as I say all the time in closing, y'all just be safe out there. Lord knows, it's a lot going on,
Yeah.
and you know, same to you, Hirsch. Safe travels to get to the destination.
Yep. Same to you, brother.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Safe
And you
travels for
stay
both of you
safe,
brothers.
and you stay safe, holding it down here.
Right.
Oh,
Brother Fly.
oh no, I got that. I got that.
you
Got
know.
that.
So, but we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all in about a week. It's not two, but in about a week. So we'll see y'all. Y'all be smooth. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.
Peace.